And now, from Glasgow.
So hi guys, just back from another day of training. I got back a little bit later today. I did stop by Tesco's, got myself some donuts and some biscuits, and had a really good day for food. I found a lovely little, we call them a sandwich place, but it's kind of like a little takeaway cafe kind of place. And I've been seeing a sign. I thought I've not had any decent food for, I think Friday was the last day I had decent food. It's now Wednesday and I've not had food in over nearly a week. And they saw a little sign, chili with rice or chips, £4.50. So as soon as we got a dinner break, boom, straight down there. Really nice place. They do all kinds of meals. They've got chicken and chicken dinner, and I asked them if they do fish for Fridays. They said we don't do fish because we can't sell it, no one buys it, but I do keep fish fingers. So Friday I think I'm going to have a fish finger sandwich, something I've not had in a while. Yeah, so excuse me, I'm just going to have a mouthful of coffee. Fantastic coffee, little sachet of coffee, 4 packets of sugar, because they're not very big, are they? And you get these little sachets of UHT milk that must have come from a miniature cow, because you need 4 of them just to get any kind of whiteness in your coffee. And of course there's always room temperature, isn't it? So you have to wait 4 years for it to cool down. Yeah, I'm kind of like upset at the moment. Monday and Tuesday we did route learning. As you know, it's 22 routes we've got to learn. We went back over another route. Unfortunately, it's basically the tutor is teaching a group, so he needs to teach for the group to work. But unfortunately, it's not working for me. Sorry about that if you heard that. I got a little pop up. It's not working for me because one thing that doesn't work for me is, say you're learning a route number 1, to then be told, oh, the number 2 goes off up there, and if you're a number 3 you terminate there, and the 4 goes off there. I don't care about the 2 and the 3 and the 4. I'm learning the 1. I'll care about the 2 when I'm learning the 2. When I run a route or I learn a route, in my head no other route exists. If I then do a number 2 tomorrow, the number 1 doesn't exist. All I think about, because otherwise if I start thinking, oh yes, I'm a number 2, the 1 turns off there and the 3 turns off there, next thing I know I'm turning off the wrong way. So it doesn't really work so well when he's telling me other routes while I'm learning the 1 route. Then halfway through the day they announced that they're changing it. So basically what had happened was the depot had so many routes. They then had 7 or 8 routes tacked onto it. The original plan was the new drivers, people like me, the lone drivers, they just learn the 7 routes, and all the existing drivers all do the routes they know, and then over time any newbies that come in, they can teach them all of the routes, and obviously the oldies can learn the 7 new routes, but we'll just be focusing on the 7. Halfway through today they suddenly switched it back. That's how we're going to do it. So some of the things that I've learned yesterday and Monday may be completely irrelevant. So we're going through, we're doing some route learning, and I'm starting to get there because I'm starting to recognise places. I found out that one of the routes we learned on Monday is the route that I take into work in my car, and it didn't click until today because obviously I'm still using the sat nav to get in. I'm seeing landmarks, but obviously I'm not recognising the bus routes. And then I find out I'm supposed to be doing 2 weeks route learning. They got me down for duty on Friday. So tomorrow they're going to be teaching me to make sure I know the route that I've got on Friday. But obviously, what have others got? Other people have got duties on Friday. Are we going to have to make sure they know that route? So are we just going to have another day where we're learning 6 or 7 routes in one day, being told all about other routes? So my anxiety levels are sky high at the moment. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to stick with it, go and have a word with my boss, quit my job and go and find a job I can do. I don't really know. I mean, I've got experience as an agency driver, and in a nutshell, an agency driver comes into a place that's crap. It's, you know, things are falling apart, they've got no drivers, whatever, there's a whole load of mess. We come in, we don't fix the mess, we ease the mess. And then as they recruit new drivers, we're no longer needed. And then off we go. You know, it's the complete opposite. You heard the saying, I come in, I fuck shit up, and then I went. We're the complete opposite. You know, we come in, we ease things a little bit. You know, each of us is only one person, so we're not miracle workers. But, you know, if a depot is 50 drivers short and they get 20, 25 drivers in, it's a massive help. You know, and obviously by the nature of us being agency drivers, or in this case lone drivers, we want to earn money, so most of us will agree to doing overtime. So 25 drivers, you've probably got the equivalent of about 35 drivers there. And with some other drivers doing overtime, you know, but this just, I don't know, it's just, I don't know. Anyway, thank you for the feedback on the bits and bobs. I'm quite happy with the views and the likes. The likes I tend to look at in comparison to the views. Obviously, I can't compare yesterday's video figures with Tuesday's, because today's has only been up 4.5 hours at the time of recording, whereas Tuesday's has been up 28 hours, but it looks like it's quite good. Thank you for the feedback on the film that I watched. I have been recommended a film, Those Magnificent Men in Their Flying Machine. As soon as I read that, I thought, I know that film, but I've never watched it. So I had a look for it, and I can't find it without paying for it. You know me, world's biggest skinflint. Not paying for anything that I don't have to pay. But I found another film. Now, what I did yesterday was I came home, watched the film, then recorded my diary. I'm a little bit later today. I'm a little bit wound up. I just want to get things sorted out. So I've decided to film this diary first. Then I'm going to hop into bed. That'll be about 5 or 6-ish. And I'm going to watch this film. Hopefully I'll stay awake for the whole film. And then obviously I'll comment on it tomorrow. I'm not being a proper film critic. I'm just telling you my thoughts. And then, guys, if you want to recommend another film for me to watch, by the time this comes out, I'll be watching it tonight. Otherwise, I'll just go through and I'll just find a random film. I'm not looking for anything too modern. I don't want, well, can be something really old. Guys, a lot of you know me. To be honest with you, a lot of you, if it's a film that you like, it might be something that, a lot of films, if I don't like it, if I'm not loving it, at least sometimes I can appreciate it. The reason I've picked Butterfly Effect is recently I was watching something on YouTube, and it was like the 10 biggest butterfly effects in the world. I've always been aware of what the butterfly effect is, and there was one about I can't remember what country it was now, but there was some president of some country who refused to have his leg transfused, and as a result he died. The guy who came in to replace him, he was a bit of a tyrant. His country won qualification to the Euro finals, but because of everything that was going on, they kicked him out of the Euro football Euros. As a result, the team that finished second, which was Denmark, they got placed instead, and they went on to win the Euros. And the butterfly effect being that had this guy not refused to have his leg amputated, Denmark would never have won the Euros. And I quite like that kind of thing. And obviously recently I've been watching Doctor Who, and there was a very small snippet, sorry about the spoilers. Spoilers, sweeties. So there was this one bit where Ruby stepped on a butterfly, and then the scene changes and she's completely different, and then the Doctor picked this butterfly up, breathed on it, brought it back to life, and Ruby suddenly went back to normal. Which obviously that's kind of what the butterfly effect is. If something happens, you go back and you change something. It could be, for example, if I went back, let's keep it nice and simple. If I went back in time and I met my dad and I stopped and asked him for the time, and then he didn't come home at a certain time because I've held him up a couple of seconds, and then he'd never have met my mum, I would never have been born, that kind of thing. So I know nothing about this film other than the title. I'm assuming it's got something to do with that, the butterfly effect. Tomorrow's video I'll tell you all about it. I won't ruin the plot, but I'll just tell you my thoughts and if there's any good bits. So yeah, here's me. Anxiety levels are boom boom off the screen right now. I'm even thinking about applying for an old job back. Part of me is thinking, yeah, okay, let's stick with it. I can do this. The money's good. The money makes it worth it. We are going to be changing hotels. Now, at the moment, this hotel, it's quite a distance away from my workplace, so they give us an hour's travel each way. So six days a week working, that's 12 hours extra pay. The new hotel we're going to, because it's a lot closer, we will get that travel time, so that's 12 hours lost a week instantly, which is quite a considerable amount of money, which is probably nearly half of what I'm saving a week. Obviously it's taxed and everything, so it's not, probably about a quarter, but yeah, it's going to make quite a big difference. Obviously I knew Manchester wasn't going to earn me as much money as London. Obviously I'm saving for a deposit on a house, and with the money I'll get in Manchester I can still save. I've got 2 years before I can even think about getting a mortgage, and I can certainly save money. If I only saved £100 a week, that's another 10 grand in 2 years. So yeah, it's still achievable. But the job I had before this, they've had 2 pay rises, because obviously it's been a year and so long since I've done the job, and I was saving £100 a week when I was there. So is it worth it? At least with the other job it will be less money, and I know exactly what I'm doing. I'll have one route to learn, but because we double man, it's learning on the job. Sorry, I just noticed I've got sticky out hair. It's kind of, I don't know if you noticed. Oh no, it's not. It's not. No, that is my hair. That's weird. It's just sticking out at 90 degrees. Look. Sorry, it's just, that's me for you. It's really, I'm going to have to put a hat on or something, because there you go. Look, it won't go. It's because it's coming out. It's coming out there. Look. Sorry about that, guys. That's better. Yeah, I don't think this was a good haircut, There's just little things about it that I wasn't happy with, and this fringe is terrible. Look, that's not straight, is it? That's not the work. If I said I cut this in the bathroom mirror with a pair of scissors, you'd believe me, wouldn't you? That's not the work of a professional hairdresser. I might have to have words for them when I go back. Anyway, that's completely changing the subject. Guys, so I'm going to sit and eat my donut. I'm going to watch Butterfly Effect. I'm going to try not to stress out. Maybe tomorrow will be a completely different day. The thing is also, I'm going to have to look at the duty cards tomorrow because I don't even know what route I'm running. But we'll see how it goes. But the main thing is worrying me now. They've told us we'll get 2 weeks of route learning. They're now taking a day off us of route learning. A, are they going to give us that back to us at any point? And B, what are they going to take us off next week? The more routes we know, I think the more likely they are to take. So could I be out on the road permanently from next Tuesday? You know, oh, you've done that before, we'll give you another. Oh, we'll just put you on the one route, Penny. Well, you know that route. We can get that every single day. It'll bore the shit out of you, but you can do that route. You know, I appreciate it's costing the money to train us, but if you want us to do the job properly, you've got to give us the tools, which includes time for route learning. Anyway, I'm stressing myself out even more. Like, I've not even got out. That's how bad it is. Right, guys, that's my diary for today. I will speak to you tomorrow. Hope you all have a wonderful day and take care. Bye bye.